we're in the main arena. We're in my royal box. It's mine for the day. It's mine. Nobody can take it away from me. And we are looking out on the Skillet Arms field. Now, already there's a great atmosphere here with bits and pieces being put up. We've got hay bales being set up and stuff like that. Skillet Arms, tell us a bit more about that, Clive.
Well, Skillet Arms is the practicing for the skills that the horsemen would have to know for times of battle, that they would do in times of peace. And all of the disciplines which you see at the Skillet Arms are things that they would learn, such as the Turk's heads, which is a cabbage on a pole, and that would be a man would ride by with a sword and lop off the Turk's head as a practice for fighting in battle. Tent pegging for collapsing tents on sleeping soldiers. You would also have the quintain, which is a jousting practice element where you have a shield with a long chain and a ball, and the knight would go by and hit it with the lance, and as the quintain spins around, the ball would hit him in the back of the head if he wasn't fast enough. Little incentive to keep going. And we also have jumps, and the whole course is for skill of the rider to go into battle. And it's really a very precise and spectacular event that we have here. I know you're going to hear from the organizer of that a little bit later, but we have riders coming from all over England and Europe to take part, and we have 35 participants, which is just a huge field. And of course, all of those riders take part in our spectacular grand parades, which go around the grounds twice a day before each Skillet Arms tournament.
Okay. Also, you've got the battle for the castle as well. Just tell me about that briefly as well, because that sounds fascinating.
Well, every day we have a morning siege of the front of the castle at 11 o'clock, and in the afternoon we have a 3 o'clock battle in the back of the castle. And these are hundreds of knights in full armor, and pikemen and bowmen. We have masked archers on both sides firing back and forth. We have one of the largest fields of genuine medieval fighters anywhere in Europe. We have more than 200 people on the field taking part in these battles, and they're just huge spectacles.
The thing that surprised me when I came to the festival was there's a lot of shopping in the Middle Ages, in medieval shopping. Who are all these traders and all these tents that you have? Because you have loads of people and you can buy loads of stuff as well, can't you?
Oh, really? Anything that you want from the medieval times is available here. We have the largest medieval market in England. We have literally hundreds of traders that are selling absolutely authentic, handcrafted medieval goods, from swords to shields to candles to anything, cooking pots, anything that was available. Of course, all of the battles and sieges that took part during the Middle Ages would have had a camp, just like our Traders' Row and our Traders' Area, to support the many knights who were breaking arrows and had to have new arrows made. They were breaking bows. They had to have their shields mended and their swords sharpened, and that's what these camps would be. And this is a genuine, living history medieval traders' market.
It's nice to know that even in the Middle Ages or medieval times, I've just got to pop down the shops to get my arrows mended and stuff, but it was all on hand, which creates part of the atmosphere, doesn't it? That's what I found about the shops, you know, the traders bit. That actually adds to the atmosphere, I think.
Well, it really does, and along with that whole theming is we have a lot of themed food here on the site. We have a lot of real ale and mead, and the taverns are all set up so people can try period drinks. We have whole hogs being roasted on open fires, and all of this, of course, would have been the sort of thing you would see around a siege camp. So that's part of it, as well as the traders and all of the ancillary things that would have to set up around a siege of a castle, and you would have a mini village that would take root, because sometimes these sieges would go on for years. You'd have camp followers, you'd have everything. The wives would come, everyone would come and take part in the living.
Right. Now, of course, you mentioned that the whole family can come, but the little ones might not always be interested at Skillet Arms, so you've got the Kids Kingdom as well. So what's involved there?
Well, that's right. The little ones don't necessarily want to sit and watch battle after battle or wander through the living history encampments. So we have the Kids Kingdom for them. And the Kids Kingdom has all sorts of things for little ones. We have performances going on continuously on the Kids Kingdom stage. We have Devilstick Pete, who's our jester. We have the Wizard Zog. We have Master Leonardo, the magician. We have falconers wandering around inside the Kids Kingdom with birds that they can take pictures of. There's all sorts of medieval games, slingshots. There's also have-a-go archery, of course. So the little ones can try firing a real English longbow. And we have a new Ring of Steel this year, which is a sword fighting area where children can come and they can use toy swords but they can take part in learning the cuts and jabs and thrusts from our master swordsman.
I bet you have a few dads queuing there as well, then. You've just got to go in with it.
Well, it's really for all ages, but the young at heart.
Now, the festival runs over the 3 days, as we said. Can you see everything in one day, or do you need to come to all 3 days?
Well, it is a very full day to see the festival because it's just a huge site, 500-acre estate, and it's just covered with medieval things. And we do have week-long passes, and people come for the whole weekend. However, you can come in any one of the 3 days because everything effectively repeats itself. We have a morning siege and an afternoon battle each day. We have a morning skill at arms, an afternoon skill at arms. We have the performances repeating themselves twice a day, so everything happens. So you can come in the morning or the afternoon or come for the full day.
Okay. Clive, you're a busy man, we'll let you go. Thanks for joining us. It's East Sussex Today, and we'll play the Isley Brothers next.